Before that, African Sketches, and that was the tune by Pops Muhammad and Mukubata together as Society Vibes from the album A New Hope, released in 1997. You're listening to Radio 2000. A very good evening to you. It's Jazz Rendezvous that you're listening to. My name's Eric Allen on Radio 2000. Yes, the best darn radio station for jazz in this entire southern hemisphere. No, let's say the world. Why not? Of course we can brag about it. And don't forget, if you'd like to listen to us no matter where you're traveling in the world, it's very easy to do so. Go to www.radio2000.co.za and that's where you'll find us streaming. Our new website's getting ready and up and done, so that'll be up in a short while that you'll be able to do. But if you'd like to contact me, email me eric@radio2000.co.za. Alternatively, phone us in the studio at 086 001 2010. 086 001 2010. 10:30 it is. My special guests in the studio this evening, and very lucky I am to have them, is Lisa Chait and David Gluckman together, who discovered something rather exciting. Good evening, both of you.
Hello, Eric. How are you?
Yes.
Hello, Eric.
Nice to have you both. Lisa, a broadcaster of great note and standing, and it's nice to have you on the air once again.
It's good to see you. I think I visited you at another radio station years ago.
Fine Music Radio.
Yes, I remember that. Yes. And nice to see you still doing some wonderful work, Eric.
Well, we certainly tried.
Promoting local music.
Most important it is too. Now, on Facebook, just the other day, I discovered something rather exciting that you posted a video of the real Waka Waka. Tell us the story about the real Waka Waka.
Well, I'll tell the story a little bit and then I'll hand over to Cousin Dave.
Okay.
But my cousin David Gluckman is a former South African chess champion, and he won a competition, chess tournament, and one of the prize for the chess tournament was a trip to Malawi for two. And he hadn't met his lovely wife Susan at that time, and the Chait family being relatives.
Suddenly out of the woodwork popped all these relatives that I hadn't seen for years.
Yes, because we knew there was another ticket to go to Malawi. And there are three Chait daughters, and I happened to be the oldest one, so I was lucky enough to go.
Yeah, and then you got to share the honeymoon suite with me.
I did. At Kopola, which is where we got to stay, I think, for about 7 days, Dave.
No, I think we travelled around. I think we were only there a few days.
Yeah.
And then we travelled around the whole of Malawi.
And then
a long time ago.
Yeah, one night, I mean, there weren't a lot of tourists there, Eric, at the time. We're talking 1994. And of course you go and have your dinner, and you have chambo, which is the fish from Lake Malawi in various shapes and forms, fried, grilled, etc. Every night there was a different form of what's it called, chambo?
It's a long time ago, something like that.
And then they would have a resident band, very, very poor at that time. And also we didn't, I mean, I didn't know, Dave, you knew. This was, what, 1994, how long ago is that?
16 years.
You, the actuary. And I mean, I wasn't aware at that time that Malawi was, I mean, the percentage of HIV positive people there was very high, and it was very poor as well. And so there was a local band that was playing called Chief Chipoka's band. And they played some music, and we remembered that music, and then moved on and had a fantastic time and came home, and we filmed that. And when the World Cup theme song of Waka Waka, otherwise known as Zangalewa, was playing, David and I perked up and said, hold on a second, that's the same song that we heard 18 years ago being played by Chief Chipoka's band on the shores of Lake Malawi, which of course was not the original. Chief Chipoka's band didn't create that song. It was created by Golden Sounds in 1986, a Cameroonian band, but was very, very famous across Africa, Dave.
Indeed, indeed. And then about 2 weeks ago, I suddenly decided I'll SMS Lisa to join me to watch the World Cup final at my place. And she came over, we saw the closing ceremony, we saw the Shakira version being played, and we said, that's it, we've got to post this thing on YouTube. And well, the rest is history. We've almost got 110 million hits. Very close.
We've just got over 1,000, which is really why we're here, because we'll give the link and everyone can go.
Let's take a listen to it first, and then we'll talk about it further and how one can actually grow the listed number of people who will be listening to the tune on Facebook. Here is.
Yeah, it's Chief Chipoka's band, and the video is on YouTube. We'll give you the link afterwards, but just imagine an incredibly poor band, and the instruments practically homemade. I think the cymbals of the drum were made of cardboard, or, you know, whatever it was, and just extraordinary, original, indigenous cover band, if you like, coming off the shores of Lake Malawi. It was an extraordinary day when we saw them
Yeah,
playing. We knew that
unbelievable.
they were fantastic.
Yeah, we knew that they were fantastic. I mean, that's why we took a video of it so many years ago. And yeah, we were the only fans virtually. They played in front of nobody. In fact, a few days later, I think they brought Chief Chipoka to meet us himself in person.
Here is Chief Chipoka and the band and the real Waka Waka. Yeah?
Air break.
Okay.